you're back. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the kingdom here in Foundation. Our expansions have been quite successful, as well as our military campaigns, where our troops have brought back a ton of money. We now have 20 troops in training over here at our upgraded military center. As we left last time, we finished our manor. And now you can see that we've expanded a few things in the kingdom, including finishing the areas that we said we would expand upon. A lot of things took a lot of time to build, so essentially laying out the buildings, took a little bit of our time, but now we are back for more. That's weird. The stained glass window that should be on the outside of the church is now gone, but we built ourselves a wonderful little graveyard here to pay respects to our troops of fallen military campaigns of past. And now we've succeeded in one of our biggest campaigns, bringing a ton of good stuff in for us. All of our troops now are equipped with spears, and they have the experience in order to conquer the world. Yes, thank you. Excellent. Well, good to have you back. Thanks for smashing that like button. Welcome to all the subscribers, and thanks for joining, too. A lot of you becoming members, too, to support the channel and the kingdom. So thank you very much for all that support. We have yet to get enough citizens to unlock things like the bridge and whatnot, but today I figured we'd build another Lord's Manor because obviously we're going to need even more space for all the money that we keep getting, as well as starting on eventually a wonderful monastery up there. We have new buildings unlocked, including a hunter's hut and a few other decorative buildings, and also a weaponsmith too, but we're not doing any mining yet for iron, so that's something we'll do eventually when we expand, probably down here across the river. We'll make a large industrial area for the outskirts of Raptoria to do things like, smelting glass and gold and iron, and eventually making weapons, to which we'll probably put a weaponsmith up here somewhere inside the fortifications up here, which look quite nice. Alright, well, let's get started then. I think jumping ahead was a great idea too, because now we can see all these buildings function and everything looks good. A lot of it's just waiting for materials to be delivered. But let's start with our Lord's Manor, and then we'll buy some more materials. So we're going to try to build it in the spirit of this one over here that I really enjoy, but we're going to make it a little bigger and a little different, so that way there's a little unique flavor inside of our city. So we'll probably build it at the end of this street. We'll kind of consider this to be Main Street on the other side of the market. And we'll go ahead and build this building here, because obviously having money is important for our economy, and of course for us to import all the other things that we might need eventually in our town. So let's go ahead and build this kind of in the same style as the other one, but with a little unique flavor to it. Let's go ahead and expand. Maybe over here we'll add a little extra section to it like that to add a little uniqueness to it. Maybe we'll build a tower here on the side. And I think I actually would like it back here, maybe. No, I think right here is a good spot. There we go. We're going to try to make this as compact as possible, so we're going to try to just build it pretty much like this, and maybe add an extra building here off the side, just to give it something a little different. There we go, something like that. And then maybe a door over here. Actually, we'll build a door there as well. Yeah, okay, that looks good to me. Yeah, we'll keep that as a separate building. That looks nice. Then add some decoration to it to take advantage of all the polished stone that we have. Really, the only major buildings that are going to require polished stone for us is when we expand to build the... really, the biggest building that we're going to probably construct is going to be our monastery towards the end. Oh, we could add some buildings at the back. Maybe an escape hatch for us. Something like that, maybe. There we go. Alright, so let's see. A stone main building. Oh, that's a little too large for that section. Bum, 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 bum. That all seems good to me. We'll add some hedges and stuff later, but I think that's good for a basic building. Let's also add some banners to it. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. That should be a good building to start with. Excellent. Alright, we'll go ahead and start with that and upgrade it a little bit later and add a wall to it sometime later, too. Looks like promotions are available. We've been promoting a lot of our people. Ooh, somebody's ready to be a knight. Let's knight Sir Martin. Oh, we can also, well, let's do Carla and Edith if we can. No, we can't. Alright. And I think we'll kind of keep where we're at for promoting serfs by doing 5 at a time from both categories. That's kind of what we've been doing. And we've been ignoring the envoys for the most part, just because we need to unlock some more stuff. And we're going to probably do something for the clergy here soon enough, as soon as we've got 10 citizens. So we'll kind of sit on that for a while. But now we can do hunting. I'm just importing boar for the time being. We don't really need to do much more of that. And we don't really have too many unemployed in the city either. Let's take a look here at what might be unemployed. Yeah, not too many, actually. There's a few, but not too many. Shepherd level 3. Erin apparently lost her shepherd job, so let's remove that. And, yeah, we moved all of our sheep over here. So let's make sure we've got somebody working all these sheep farms. We do. Okay, good. And it looks like homes are upgrading. All right, our builders are working on the manor next to our wonderful little church here, which we built offline. But it all looks good and takes a little bit of time. We'll be building our church over here again, too, by the way. So if you missed the church building, don't you worry. Just make sure you turn that notification bell on and subscribe to see our next episode where we will demolish this church and rebuild it again. That's going to be our goal for next time. But for now, we want to expand this part of the city because finally we've got it ready with a lot of good desirability as well. Look at that, bright green. So houses should be building here in no time, and we'll continue to upgrade our serfs little by little. I'd rather do it small increments at times. And we have a lovely little bridge here that our soldiers have been using to get across to the other side, and it works quite well. I do like how the soldiers go on patrol next to important military buildings, and some of these buildings are dorms for them, so they live up here. So they're basically barracks, plus this building here actually holds some gold too from our military campaigns, which then get transferred to other places in the kingdom. Alright, well eventually we'll build a monastery up here, I believe, which is a nice peaceful path to the top. So we'll definitely need to be able to build a cooperage and probably a vineyard up here. And I think we also need to make a... Oh, I can't remember if there's a vineyard building that needs to be made for that. Looks like it'll take iron to do, so we'll probably have to buy some other areas of the realm. So in the future we'll expand here and here for the monastery, and we'll do ourselves a monastery and church build next time. So that's our future plans. So that's looking pretty good so far. Excellent. I've also extended pine trees and such to be built along this side. Probably should do sycamore, so it looks a little more realistic. There we go. We'll do oak and sycamore here. And we'll assign somebody to work here to do this side. So we're going to build trees here, or plant trees here and here. It makes our village look really nice, I think. Tucked in there real nicely. Okay. Excellent. Soon. Now we just need to wait for everybody to become civilians, so that way we can expand the village even more. And I think we're probably going to go out on another military campaign. We didn't lose anybody in our last battle, but a lot of them were wounded. And we should be up to 20 now, total. So, yep, 20 soldiers went out on that mission, and they definitely kicked butt. Looks like there's an envoy for us. Let's see if we can take that. Now, it looks like he fled. That's all right, we'll grab the next one. Probably something berries or something else. Doesn't matter. Ooh, looks like clothes are actually... we're all out of clothes. We're going to need to switch around our trade. Let's go ahead and import some clothing. There we go. Yeah, we were selling all of it because we had like over 500. So I wanted to make some money there. Now that we've got plenty of cash, we can start making some again, pleasing all the rest of our people's needs. Yep, looks like clothing is our biggest issue now, followed by housing. So we'll fix that issue up. Luckily, we have plenty of new sheep, so we can also build some more tailor's workshops if we needed to. I could probably build some more around here somewhere. Although I don't want to take all the new housing from anybody. We could probably do a workshop of some sort over here. We could probably squeeze some in over here. I don't want to take up any more space from the church. Looks like houses have been being built like crazy as well. Here's a good spot for a building. Let's see if we can go to a weaver's hut here without removing the tree. Is there a way we can save the tree? Yes, perfect. Excellent. So we'll build a weaver's hut there. And we'll build a another tailor's workshop nearby too. Probably right here. Some of the buildings might get close to overlapping. And a weaver's workshop there is perfect. Wow, we're just asking for a fire, aren't we? But luckily, none of the buildings catch a blaze in this game. At least not yet. No real disasters aside from the weather that can come in. Or your management style, like in my case. Alright. Now, I think in the future we'll build a bridge here to go across to this side, and we'll make another road that connects to the main road. Other than that, we'll probably build another section back here to connect to the other side as well. All right, how are we doing with clothing? Ah, good. Commoner clothes are coming in now. Through trade, we'll just need to make more. So when those buildings are complete, our builder crew will be very quick at building those houses. Still a lot of people sitting around idle, so we're upgrading slowly but surely. And we'll probably build some more homes down here, I think, along this part of the river. So that would be a good spot for us to start clearing and build some more homes down here just south of the mill. As soon as this area gets full, of course. Ah, wonderful. Looks like this area is pretty much done now. A few more things to add for it to be fully complete. And we'll deal with that envoy another time. Excellent. We've expanded our capacity up to 8,100. Hopefully we get close to 10,000 gold. And we'll probably build ourselves another tax office somewhere else. Ah, yes, RAPTORIA. Wonderful. Like the manor. It really looks nice up there, I think. Not very castle-like, but definitely looks good. Probably expand this building if needed. Ah, looks like one more building needs to be constructed in the back. And then it should be done. A little bit more to do. And we'll expand the tax office as needed. So essentially these are almost like town halls for each one of the smaller cities in our kingdom. Instead of it being more like one large city, we could kind of divide it into several cities since there's churches for each one of these towns too. So it's almost like, you know, tale of 2, 3 cities in one. Alright, very nice. Wow, beautiful to hear the church bells in the morning like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready to clear this land too. We'll buy this area here. It'll cost us in royal taxes, though, if we do that. So I want to wait until we have a little bit more of a stable economy, until the clothing is picked back up. And that's how we'll know everything's good to go. Oh, the envoy's here again. Looks like they want fish this time. We'll go ahead and assist the clergy on that one. And we'll wait until we have enough fish. Looks like we need to increase the amount of fishing going on, so let's do that too. Build ourselves another fishing hut. And that is under Fisher's Hut here. And we'll also do some hunting at some point. Start construction there. And we'll do another one here if we can. Good. Excellent. We'll get those buildings built shortly and complete that goal. We have 60 days to do it, so 2 months to complete the goal is not a short time, and plenty of time for us to do what we need to. A few more buildings need to be complete. Excellent. 8,270 coins is what we can hold here. Beautiful. And when we build another office, it'll probably have to be somewhere over here, perhaps, if we expand across to this side of the river. And a lot of nice flat area to build a rustic town here, industrial area here, and then more areas to build here with our current city, which all these marketplaces and such can fulfill. I would build the marketplaces with these stalls over the top to make them look nice, but currently, if I do that, it kind of sucks up more space, and we'll redesign this later. It'll be a fun episode to redesign all of our marketplaces and optimize the economy a little bit further. Looks like more military missions are available, but I'm not going out without the full crew, so we're going to wait until everybody here is healed up and ready to roll. Starting to produce cheese, too, which should be being sold over here as meals. Looks like we are making meals over here. We are preparing boar. I am importing boar, so I believe we can do that. A Roman church is now available. That's interesting. Well, looks like we've unlocked one of the blueprints. I did research on that, too, and I found out that what's his name? The bailiff popped up and said that he could do research on the blueprints to give us new types of research, which is kind of cool. So I don't know exactly what that is. Oh, provides faith to the villagers. Oh, we can build a Roman-style church. Excellent. Now, that's one thing we could also import as well that I've noticed. So as we go to conquer other lands, it looks like we've gotten details from more churches and such. So that'll be cool. So we will build this church into a Roman church. Very good. We'll demolish that as soon as we're ready. But now we know, boom, we're going for Roman churches. Clothing is still a major issue. So let's go ahead and go about solutioning that out then. Let's go ahead and continue to assign more tailors. and more weavers. Make sure all that's good. Should have plenty of cloth in the kingdom. Let's see. It should all be shipped over here to one of these. There it is. Ah, yeah, looks like we're short on wool. So we'll need to import or make some more of that ourselves. It's a little further away now, so our sheep are probably needing to be increased quite a bit. So let's build another sheep farm. Maybe a good idea to expand some of these sheep farms to be double the size. Like, for example, there. We'll get another person to work on that one. So we'll double the output of our sheep farms. Excellent. Perfect. Alright, so we'll add 2 more of those. That should produce more fabric needed for the new weaver's huts that we've constructed. So we have a weaver's hut and a tailor here, weaver's hut and a tailor there, and then a weaver's hut and a tailor over here. The weaver's hut not yet built, but soon. We'll go about importing more clothing. Happiness will continue to plummet until that's been resolved. So that'll be okay. And the weaver's hut is done. Luckily, we're aware of the problem and making solutions now. It's great to see money skyrocketing then, and great to know that we've got an area here that we can expand our kingdom into. Let's go ahead and remove this Forbidden Land marker here. And we will allow our people to go through to the other side. Perfect. We'll then expand the city over here and probably cut out some of those trees too to build some more small homes. Plenty of room, but our people either seem to build on top of other buildings or way away from everybody else. Okay. And how is our manor building? Oh, wonderful. It's complete, so we can throw a fence around that. Oh, well, just a little bit more. Wow, they certainly do take a lot of fabric. That might explain why we have a shortage now. I didn't realize it took that much fabric just to build a banner. My goodness. Well, that building looks nice, I'd say. Alright, that problem will be fixed very soon. And we'll continue to add more weavers and such, since that's going to be an issue for us. We could probably build one over here, in fact. Let's build one on this side, since we're selling clothing here, too. So let's see. We'll build ourselves a weaver's hut and a tailor over here. So we'll have a tailor's workshop maybe on this corner. Excellent. Fisher's huts are going up. Great. So we can complete that goal for the king. Our current quest can't yet be completed, but we will go for the weaver's hut next. There it is. And our entrance will be there. Perfect. Very good. Envoy requesting an audience. We're already currently on a goal, so we'll skip that for now. Beautiful little trees and such up here. Gorgeous looking kingdom. Absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful I've built so far. I get better every time I play this game, and it's nice that updates force you to start over and rethink your design and your economical management and all that. Very cool. Clothing still zeroed out. We got to get that back up. Oh boy, 72 people. That's a big number of the kingdom. Then again, I've increased people to serfs and commoners and such, so their demands increase too. So that's why we're matching that now. It's not a fun game without problems, and it's nice to see that we've got a few of them in the kingdom that need to be resolved. Some of these churches are a little bland, I must say. This one looks appropriate, but the other one a little bland, so we'll make them look good in the next episode as well. Can't wait to build that monastery. Can't wait to expand the kingdom. But first we must fill all this space and make use of everything that we have. Excellent. Those buildings now being constructed. Looks like clothing are starting to pick up a little bit. It'll probably zero out again shortly. But instead of 2, we now have 4. And the number's at 73. Looks like we got plenty of more room for homes. And I think I just saw somebody cut down some trees here. Looks a little thinner than it was before. Tailor's workshop complete. Good. Let's put you to work. Excellent. So all of our future projects will be through tailoring. And I want to make sure that people don't take a shortcut across here. I want them to stick on the roads that already exist. So we'll stop people from going down this way. Very nice. If we buy the land here, we will actually have access to the other side of the river. And then we can buy this land here and here in order to build our monastery. Actually, we might be able to buy 3 land like that. So good. Wow, look at the amount of logs we have. Very good. That's very good. Definitely want to have a ton of wood in your kingdom, because anytime you build something, it always seems to disappear. Ooh, I can hear the reels from the fishermen and ladies. Very nice. Do they actually have oars? Oh, they do the animation, but they don't have oars in their hand. Soon. Soon. Alright, now, let's take a look back at the kingdom here. Looking like we're growing. Very nice. Another sheep completed. Another sheep farm. So we'll spawn a few sheep there. So we're going to have to up our production. So we're making more wool, we're making more cloth, and we're making more clothing then from all of that. So I'm glad we moved our sheep farms all the way over here, because they are going to smell along with the cows. Whew. It's on the other side of the forest, luckily. Very nice. And more homes are being completed. Small houses and other homes being upgraded. Very nice. A good spot of the kingdom. Bum, bum. Sure looks nice here on the other side of the river. And we'll decorate it and add a lot more stuff to it very soon. Sheep farm complete again. Excellent. Population increasing, good. Yeah, that's great to see. Our only problem right now is clothing. So we have a nudist colony again. Why you do this? Why you be nudists? Please, no. Pants on. No, pants off, I guess. Okay, so now we've got a few farms there. We could expand on this side if we wanted to as well. In that rustic neighborhood. Wow, traffic is looking busy. I didn't see so many people going across that bridge before. Soldiers probably ready to go out on a quest soon. You can see everyone dressed in red as a knight. So eventually we'll have all of our soldiers be red. A few of them almost trained. It'll take a while. It'll be a while till we go out on another military quest. Wow, look at that. 200 people living in the city now. That's great. How many unemployed? Oh, not too many. Good. A few more to fulfill a couple of more jobs. Probably going to need to see another sheep farm soon. Probably going to have to build another sheep farm somewhere. I don't know where else I can squeeze one in. Maybe one up here by the monastery a little closer. I don't mind building these in the hills. These are some of the buildings I don't mind, but I don't want them looking like that. So let's try not to do that. Could build it up here in the woods a little bit. Boy, imagine that. Every day's leg day if you work there at that sheep farm. Alright, I think we'll tuck it into the corner. Something like that, maybe. Good. Promotion available for our citizens again. Ah, and 3 can go to citizen. Beautiful. Well, it means we're meeting the other needs. So that brings us up to 7 citizens. Excellent. So if we get, well, if we get 3 more, if so long as nobody leaves, we can finally build ourselves a bridge. All right, clothing seems to have come up. Happiness is going up again a little bit. Probably spoke too soon, but we'll fix that problem. That's all good. Can't wait to fill that the coffers again. We'll probably end up needing more. I believe one of our previous military missions, people brought in over 6,000 coins. So every time we go out on a mission, brings in a lot of good cash for us. And good, a weaver's hut has been complete. Great. And we're building yet another sheep farm. Beautiful. I like having them over in these cliffs. It looks nice. 3 wheat farms over here, bringing in extra wheat for making of flour, and then, of course, extra wheat for brewing a beer. Looks like our brewer is doing a great job. Very nice. And, of course, that's all going to the tavern. I like having some houses here. It looks kind of cool. Let's put some decorative trees back here. Cool. Alright, we have people leaving from unhappiness, but so far so good, considering that we're building all the stuff we need to correct the problem. It'll just take a little bit of time, and our people will understand. Oh, wow. Another sheep farm almost complete. Oliver delivering the required materials. Wow, they're not that cheap to build, actually. Not cheap, those sheep. And 48 cheese. Good. We probably could start exporting some of that for extra cash, but money's turned positive again, as we now have a large amount of income. And happiness is mostly affected by clothing. Great. Good to see that clothes come right back in. We need to make more, though. We're also importing some, too, so that's good. Now, how much wool do we have in storage? None. So we'll need to continue to produce that. I'm assuming as soon as we expand over here, we'll be able to create a little bit more. Probably build some up here in this corner and have some more sheep farms along the outside there. Pretty cool. Envoy requesting an audience again. Oh, that reminds me. 20 days left on the fish. Or how long on the fish? Yeah, about 20 days for fish. Ah, that reminds me. We need to assign those fishermen then. Good. Good. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go ahead and change that to fish. There we go. And we have people working there too. I don't have all my warehouses full, and neither the granaries, so we'll worry about that later. Bum, 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 bum. Nice to see people walking up here. Good, good. Ah, the Lord Manors is officially complete, so no more worry about the fabric. So that won't be brought over here. That took a ton of fabric. An unprecedented amount. It was like 10 per banner. I'll have to be reminded of that next time. Very expensive to build those, but worth it. Looks nice over there now. Good. Good. So with just 6 clothing in storage, that should start to change our problem. We went from 73 to 72, so hopefully that changes. And we'll continue to look over these fabled lands. So future village here to expand upon. We'll have to have our loggers come over and start working on those areas. Little by little, whenever they don't have trees here, they'll come out and do some logging in these areas. And wow, we have over 1,000 logs. Wonder if we can start exporting some of that. Let's go ahead and trade that resource. Yeah, we're actually selling it as quickly as we can. Sell all above 100. And that's crazy. Okay. Well, I don't want to buy any more lands until some of this is already full. Oh, and we're almost ready to go out on another military mission. We can see a parade of 20 soldiers walk through the city very shortly. Great. Alright, clothing seems to be corrected now. Clothing is starting to be in storage. And another farm has been complete. So let's go ahead and get a few of these. And we'll get somebody assigned to that. People are arriving in the village. Population's still going up. Common clothes are still needed. Wow, the battle for clothing. Well, looks like we're done with that fish goal. Let's see what else is next. Oh, disappeared on me. Let's take a look at our numbers. We can get a trade bonus now from the other cities. So long as we pay for it with our influence. Go ahead and do that then in the meantime. Good, good. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at the person here. Select mandate. Let's go ahead and gain influence with labor. Oh, and study those other blueprints too, please. Yeah, let's study those blueprints. We brought in some more, so we'll have to tell the bailiff to work on those, and we'll try to import some as well. Happiness going up again. Good. Oh, perfect. We're starting to fix the problem. Yay! Great. A little bit of time then to build their houses there. A little bit of time for the fishermen to bring in more fish. And we have a little pond there. A little bit of fish here. I'm surprised they are not going over to this one, but I guess they go to the closest one. Perfect. Well, glory to Raptoria. Growing pains are over. Producing a lot more wool. We're using a lot less because we're not building that crazy Lord's Manor anymore. And how are we doing on beer sales? 102 coins a week. Oh, good. And they're bringing in... They got beer in there. Just need more. Great. Coffers are being filled. Excellent. The pathway is almost clear, as we can approve more residential homes. Although, no one will likely build here until we've provided a market and a few other goods and services in this area. But we'll take note that it's going to be a residential area, as well as this down here. Perfect. Alright, are the troops ready? I'd say they are. Let's go ahead and select a military mission. I want something extremely difficult and extremely far. Give me the most difficult one you have. Well, I guess we'll try this one. Alright, prepare the troops. Go ahead and give them the command. Alright. Troops of Raptoria, prepare for battle. Let's go ahead and get them on the military mission. We'll assign everybody to go. Look at how skilled these soldiers are. It'll go from... Yeah, look at this. It's impossible for us to be stopped. Beautiful. Be nice to have a select all function. Alright, let's send them out on the mission. And there they go. Troops are deploying. Uh-oh. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Annoying. Everyone can get across that bridge but one. There's no forbidden land marker there, so... But the bridge has got to be there. It's so cool. I love that bridge. Sometimes you just have to, you know, destroy things if you're going on a military campaign. Oh, look at our troops go off. I wonder why they have to gather at the military... rather the town center, rather than, like, the military camp. There must be a programming reason for it. There goes the troops of Raptoria. Squeezing in between houses. Look at that army march. Oh boy, they have smiles on their faces. Look at all those red uniforms. That's great. That's 20 troops rolling through town. They're going to go across the bridge. Oh, this is going to look so cool. Everybody else beat it. The army's coming through. Look at this. Oh, that's so cool. Look at the troops go. That's amazing. Now they're going to pass by the dairy farms. This is dairy cool. It's kind of weird. Those fences are awfully large. Nice. And they have all got spears, which brings their experience up quite high. Or rather, their effectiveness in battle. Plus experience equals, like, they're basically like the efficiency of the campaign. Wow, look at that. Our people are awesome. And there they go. Oh, some of them have different helmets. That must be based on experience. Wow. Okay. Good luck to them in their campaign. Hopefully we don't have to build another gravesite. Okay, let's see here. Clothing are still being depleted. Looks like the problems went from 73 to 67, so that's starting to be corrected. Over time it shall be. Alright, how are we doing with clothing anyway? Looks like wool's having trouble being delivered to where it needs to go. So we need to build some more warehouses to specifically bring in the materials needed. We have a warehouse here that's bringing in wool that way, so it can be made into fabric. So let's do the same here. Build another warehouse, and we'll ensure that it stores wool products for our people. Tuck it in right there. And we'll go ahead and build a area for storage of sheep, wool, fabric, and then clothing too, so that way it can be sold back in market relatively easy. Happiness is actually going quite high. Excellent. Glory to Raptoria. Beautiful. Alright, well, as I said, I wanted to buy the territories now, which we need. Oh, promotions are available again. We can promote all to serfs or to, well, we better wait until this clothing problem is solved, so let's hold off on that. But let's buy the lands that we require for our next expansion. So we're going to rebuild our church in the next episode and expand over here for our rural expansion, which will then allow us to, we'll cut down all these trees, probably have to build a bridge there. We'll cut down all these trees to then build us some more buildings. So we'll probably tell our people to stop cutting down trees there and expand here. So let's buy the rest of these territories. Oh, it contains minerals, apparently. So that means that that has iron. So we can have an iron mine here, and then we can bring it through this rustic town to a smelting area that we'll build there. And then our area for our monastery, which we'll build once we've fully unlocked it. It'll be a little unpredictable as to how long it'll take for us to get civilians. So we'll start on our rural and industrial areas here. which we'll need a lot more people in the town to work on. So let's buy all those. Well, that's going to be crazy. So that increases our royal taxes, but we should be able to do it. So what we'll do is we'll expand and cut down all the trees here, build a town, and build our smelters and gold smelters and whatnot. And since we'll have minerals, we might be able to start exporting gold jewelry or possibly weapons. So if we can export weapons, that's going to bring in a ton of money, and then we can just crazily buy all the materials that we need and trade for the stuff that we're short on. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's go ahead and mark that then for destruction. Marked for destruction. Let's build a bridge. Build another wooden bridge here. Did I click bridge or keep? Oh, it's under this one. Wooden bridge. So we'll expand this one here for our fair town on this side. 95 planks to construct that. Keep my troops with you. Good. Military campaign seems to be going well. Alright, I really hate to rebuild this bridge here. Maybe we can build a stone bridge and it'll be better up here for now. I'll rebuild this later. Always when the troops get deployed, it seems like they get hung up on the bridge, but no other time do they get hung up. So we'll build a bridge there, and then we'll go ahead and start approving all these trees to be cut down. I think we'll leave some to separate the sheep farms. We'll do a bunch of sheep farms here and mines. So let's do something to separate that. We'll leave a few trees. There, that'll look just fine. We'll leave just a few trees there along the river. Excellent. We can actually put ourselves a fishing dock here if we want to as well. Cool. And there's more berries, so we'll be able to have some of our people live there too. Another military mission available. We got plenty of those. Excellent. And a warehouse has been complete. We'll worry about the audience later. Okay, so let's get our warehouse set up. We'll go ahead and make sure that we store wool, fabric, and clothing here. And probably some more wool because we're going to be creating a lot. And we'll put 4 people to work there because they might need to go a long distance to gather from there to bring into the town centers. Wonderful. We got 19 clothing. Happiness going straight back up again. Money a little lower because of our expansions, but that's the price we got to pay if we want to occupy some of these areas. Let's do the same here too. And we'll go ahead and get ready for more expansion for our people. We'll increase the lands for building homes. And of course, this is all TBD. We'll have to build some stuff here and there and anywhere in order to expand. We've got a lot of lands now. We'll have to make use of it. Most of our money will come from minerals then. So that's good. We'll have to see where we can build exactly. Or where they'll do some mining. We'll have to see how we can set that up. In fact, let's see. If we build a mine, an iron mine. Oh, looks like we have a high chance of success. Charge! Okay, what am I looking for here? We want an iron mine. Iron smelter is all we have. Where's a mine? Weaponsmith, brewery, hop farm, hunter's hut. We'll have to build one of those. Blacksmith. Iron smelter. Is that under monument? Oh, I'll have to figure out a way to do mining. Actually, I wonder if the stone cutters are needed first to reveal what's past that. Produces iron in exchange for iron ore. We'll have to see how that's done. I'll find the correct building, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Next time you see me, we will have this... Spoiler alert, we're jumping ahead. Next time you see me, this village will be cleared and ready to go, and we'll be having some light iron production ready, and we will have ourselves a hell of a good time. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.